Good morning, family, and welcome to day 2 of our Easter devotional series entitled No Greater Love. I am using the Gospel according to Mark to help us reflect on the moments that lead up to the death and resurrection of our Savior, Jesus Christ. On Palm Sunday, the day of his triumphal entry, Jesus was welcomed and presented as the Messiah. Hosannas were being sung, for the King has come. Although the people were elated, the religious leaders of the time intensified their mission. They were looking for substantial evidence to have him arrested and put to death. They challenged his authority by asking complex questions. But in Mark chapter 12, King Jesus takes a moment to tell a story. What kind of king is this? He takes the time to tell a story before his death. He shares the following in Mark 12. Picture a landowner who carefully plants a vineyard. Everything is prepared, protected, and set up to thrive. He entrusts it to tenants and goes away for a time. When the season comes for fruit, he sends a servant to collect what is rightfully his. But instead of honoring him, the tenants beat the servant and send him away empty-handed. Still patient, the owner sends another servant and another. Each one is treated worse than the last, shamed, beaten, even killed. Yet the owner does not give up. Finally, he sends his beloved son, thinking surely they will respect him. But when the tenants see the son, they plot amongst themselves, saying, "This is the heir. If we kill him, the inheritance will be ours." And so they seize him, kill him, and throw him out of the vineyard. What will the owner do? What should he do? He will come and deal with those tenants, and he will give the vineyard to others. Instead of defending himself, Jesus adds fuel to the fire. He was speaking directly to the religious leaders through the story, making it clear that he was the Son. Throughout his ministry, Jesus has been pointing to scriptures, fulfilling prophecies, showing them that everything written was leading to him. He wanted them to see, to understand, to recognize who stood before them. Because a moment was coming when he would no longer speak at length, when accusations would rise and voices would demand answers. He would remain mostly silent. So here now, he speaks plainly through the parable. He reveals the truth that the Son has come, that the heir is standing before them. At the end of his vineyard story, Jesus quotes from Psalm 118, verse 22 and 23. The stone that the builders rejected has now become the cornerstone. This is the Lord's doing, and it is wonderful to see. And rejection was all they had for him. They have been rejecting him since he came to earth. They rejected his origin, his lack of formal education, his friends, and ultimately his authority. Soon, he will be sentenced to death. But there is something about this king. What is it? Let's continue to find out.